This is a tiny keyboard built entirely around combo keys. Combo keys let multiple switches act as a completely different key when pressed together. Press A and B together and you get C. In this video I want to show you what it takes to go from a weird idea to a real working keyboard. Why would you want a keyboard with just 5 keys? There's no real use for it. Yes indeed, there's no real use case for it here, other than it looking cool and I want to play around with combo keys and make a unique keyboard. Let's go over some of the design choices made in this tiny keyboard. One obvious choice is 5 keys, but specifically I needed a switch that had low actuation force, because I would need to press multiple keys at once. I chose some MMD Princess Pink silent switches. I added a replaceable 14250 battery with a little battery management system, a power switch, the microcontroller, and some diodes. If you have experience with the keyboard software, you are correct, the diodes aren't necessarily needed. But you can't deny, they look good. I've been using an ergonomic keyboard I've made before for a while now. I do like the column stagger and kept the same layout here. The keyboards everyone knows are row staggered. This is where each row of keys is slightly offset from the next. This used to have a reason back when the cavemen used typewriters. Ergonomic keyboards generally have column stagger, which have an offset that accounts for the different lengths of fingers. With a plan in hand, I made my PCB design using a program called KiCad. I won't go into too much detail in this video, but if you want to know more about the process, feel free to ask me any questions in the comments or on my live stream. Now that I have a finished PCB design, I sent it off to a manufacturer. And a couple weeks later, I got my PCBs in the mail. This was the scariest part. You spend quite a bit of money. And if you mess up anywhere in the design, there's no way of fixing it. I won't know till I actually build one. I do all of my soldering live on stream. Hot swap sockets, diodes, BMS, microcontroller, battery, power switch. And then we turn it on. Nothing. This was the first time I used the BMS in the keyboard, so of course my heart sunk, thinking I messed up. But all I needed to do was reflow the solder on one of the pads and it powered on again. It works! Obviously I made some mistakes in the firmware, but those I can fix after stream. So now for the real test. Trying to type with this keyboard. I've made myself a little cheat sheet, so I remember which combos generate which letters. I have been practicing a bit, but it's still a challenge. I try to rank the letters based on frequency in the English language, so the easiest combos would be used the most. This was my combo keyboard. All files are freely available on my Github repository. If you'd like to see more funky keyboards, I'm currently working on a crap keyboard. If you like weird keyboards, you're in the right place.